Hello and welcome. My name is Romney, and thank you very much for joining my channel in regards to self-publishing, specifically focusing today on the truth about Amazon ads. Now, if you haven't been to my channel before, we talk everything about self-publishing. So go back to my back catalogue of videos and you'll find a world of information there. Plus, you can also go to my website, globalselfpublishing.com, and there's a ton of free resources on that website, along with my courses that I have, best-selling courses on Udemy and also Skillshare. But let's get into the topic today about the truth about Amazon advertising. So what I wanted to discuss and have a frank conversation about is the success that you can have on Amazon ads, some of the challenges, and some of the things that I think you should be doing to help your progress and your success on Amazon ads. So let's get into it right now. The first thing I want to cover is the question I often get: do I have to run Amazon ads? Well, you don't have to run Amazon ads. But I've found to give yourself the very best opportunity of succeeding and selling books, you absolutely have to run ads. Now, sometimes it is hard to budget and to finance your Amazon advertising. But as I've said to so many people over the years, when they say, if I create a book, can it just sell organically? Well, there's a very small chance that that could happen. But why would Amazon go to the trouble of marketing your book for free when there's millions of other books out there? Why are they going to float your book to the top without paying them a cent and get them to feature your book on page 1 or page 2 without you paying them anything at all? And that's where their Amazon ads come into play. If you, fuel the beast and give the algorithm something to boost your book ranking and to get your book seen, Amazon will help you out. And that's where Amazon ads are fantastic for that. I've just found that if I can use Amazon ads effectively and I can market my book, it'll get into the hands of more customers more often, which will then lead into gaining positive reviews if you've got a quality book, but also the long-term organic sales that you can then create once your book is known by the algorithm of Amazon. If you don't advertise in the first few days of using your Amazon ads, If you don't use Amazon ads in the first few days of launching your book, then you might have some long-term issues with getting your book ranked at all. You need to make sure that your book is being seen. If you don't use Amazon ads, you need to really work out another method of getting some publicity around your book. You need to ensure that you're using some marketing approach to get those views, to get those sales, and then to get ultimate traction within Amazon. I find Amazon ads the best and the most strategic method for me to launch my books and to get some initial traction, because customers are already on Amazon. They're already searching for books just like yours. If you use alternative sites or platforms to market your book like Facebook, then a customer would need to click on it, be a customer of Amazon, and then go through via that link. But if they're already on Amazon, searching for books like yours, you've got a much better chance of conversion. How do you learn about Amazon ads, and what's the best method? Well, I made some big errors initially. I was trying to work out Amazon ads without any training at all. It's important, and I can't highlight that enough, is to get some sort of training, whether it be a course or some sort of YouTube video. Just get some training before you start. I spent so much money making the wrong decisions in regards to creating campaigns, getting the right keywords, and just spending far too much and having the incorrect budget for what I needed to. And I could have saved so much of that time and expense by just going through a simple and basic course. Now, I'll give myself my own plug, given it's my channel, I'm on YouTube, but I do have a best-selling course on Amazon ads on Udemy, so you can check that out if you're struggling as a beginner to understand ads. So do yourself a favor by checking that out if you need to. The next thing is, if you are tight on your budget, well, you need to try and find a niche that will allow you to create your campaigns and to have keywords which aren't as expensive as some of the more competitive niches. So if you're prepared to go into competitive niche, then be prepared to spend more on your ads. There's more people in that niche that are spending money on getting their book seen. And if you create a dinosaur coloring book, or create a unicorn coloring book, or you create a children's book about first aid school or first aid kinder, then be prepared to pay the premium. Lots of P's in there. Be prepared to pay the premium for your Amazon ads and the clicks. Ultimately, that's what's going to happen. And it's where niche research becomes so important as a result of trying to find a low competition but high need niche where you don't have to spend the amount of money on your Amazon ads. What's something else that I can share with you that will help? Let's go on to the next step. How do you control an out of control ACOS, or being the cost of spend based on your sales and what you're spending per click? Well, it's important that you allow the data to come through. There's usually about a 12-hour delay in data, but you continue to optimize. Now, what do I mean by optimizing your campaign? Well, it's going and checking out what keywords are converting for you and taking advantage of those and adjusting the bid for those campaigns, or those keywords. And then also eliminating or pausing those keywords where the spend rate is far too high and you're not getting the conversion rate. By doing that gradually over a number of weeks, that will help you to reduce your ACOS. But what if you're not getting the impressions? Well, that might mean a couple of things. Firstly, your bid may not be high enough. If your bid's not high enough, you're not going to get the impressions because your ad's not going to be seen. Also, if your book cover isn't attractive to customers, well, you may not get the impressions and you won't get the clicks. What happens if you get lots of clicks but no sales? Well, that might mean that you've got a good cover, but your description may not be up to scratch, or your interior, when they go to look inside, isn't very good. You need to ensure that those elements are as best they can be. And that's where you can be spending so much money on ads, but not converting because your cover or your description is no good, or your interior is no good when they go to look inside. So the ads might be doing their role in getting your book in front of customers, but if you don't play your role and get your book the best it can be, well, you won't get those conversions. And that's where I see a lot of people where they have a significantly higher ACOS, not really sure what to do. And that's the hard thing. The data from Amazon won't tell you that your book cover necessarily sucks, but it will tell you if you're getting plenty of clicks, but no one is converting. So there's a few different variables that you need to think about when you use your ads and using them effectively. And it does take quite a while to master that art and go through and check the search terms of what customers are looking for, and determining whether you should use broad keywords, phrase, exact, and whether you should create individual campaigns for them or put them all into the one mix, and then what your starting bid should be. And it all depends on the kind of book you have, your budget, and your overall outlook on how long you want to run ads for. Some people run ads for the first few weeks and then stop. Some people like to continue running their ads but optimize and continue to reduce that spend. So there's a campaign running, but it just is a low budget of $5 per day. There are so many different variables for Amazon ads. How have I found Amazon ads? Well, I've had mixed success depending on the book. So when I first started, I had some books about habit development in such a competitive niche, spent so much money and didn't do very well for those books, and spent so much. But then I've gone to different books for children's books and gone into some really good niches, and those books have done particularly well. The other advice I'd probably get you to look at is thinking different countries. So if your book can be translated to a different country different language, then you might consider to advertise in a different country. So think more broadly. Don't always consider that the US market is the only market in the world. There are a number of different countries that you can create a separate account and set up your payment system to advertise in other places, such as the UK, in Germany, and Australia. There could be plenty of other. I think there's 12 or 13 different places that you can actually run your Amazon ads in. So there's just some considerations for you. But know the truth. Amazon ads are hard. They can be challenging when it comes to ad spend. They will charge you every month for your ads, but you are not getting your income from your books until 60 days. So you spend the money on the ads, you're then in the red, and then you don't get paid for those until 60 days later. And also, it can be confusing. You might spend $30 but earn $100, but still you may not be earning any profit from those ads that you're running. So that's just another consideration. Now, the last thing I want to finish with would be, should I expect to be getting a profit from running Amazon ads? The way I'll look at it, if I can at least get cost neutral for my ads, then that's actually an okay result. If you start generating a profit from some of your campaigns, that's fantastic. Obviously, avoid making a loss, but use these Amazon ads to get traction, to get into the algorithm, to get reviews, and to then help with overall organic sales if you start to wind back your campaigns or your advertising. Ultimately, it's used as a platform to get that traction and to be seen by customers, not necessarily as a money-making platform, but as a way to get social proof via those reviews and getting those sales, which over the long term, if you think about it long term, that's highly important to what you need to think about when you're selling your books. So I'm hoping this will really help you out. It's the truth about my experience with Amazon ads. Remember, if you want to learn more, go and grab my course on Udemy, and there's other courses I've run that might also help you out. But I do hope this video has helped you. No matter where you are on your journey with Amazon, there's always something that you can learn along that path. Anyway, until my next video, I look forward to sharing more information with you then. Goodbye.